But pending the formal approval, we have also decided to try out whether it works, so that when the approval comes, which is a matter of any time now, so when the approval comes, should there be certain, as I mentioned, mid-course changes required, some fine-tuning required, we would be able to incorporate that right at the outset rather than later in the day. The second study was on the integrated battle groups to make the army future ready and more capable of carrying out its tasks. These integrated battle groups, the concept was first tried or discussed, brainstormed, and only when we were quite convinced that it is something which is possible and doable, only then did we go ahead and try it out in our various discussions and war games. And further on, then we tried it out in actual exercises with troops as part of the annual training. The feedback on the exercise with troops which has been carried out has been very positive, and we are sure that it will be a success. And that is where I meant that we need to consolidate on those aspects and the initiatives which we have taken, so that we don't lose out on all the hard work that has already been done. The other two studies, one is regarding the officer cadre and one is of the terms and conditions for the men. Those are still in the final stages and they will fructify in times to come. But what I would like to clarify, especially in the context of the integrated battle groups, is that it is not something which is going to happen overnight. Even when we get the government sanction to change over, the changeover will take place over a period of years. And during this changeover process, again, those mid-course corrections will be there. And during the changeover process, all the needs of the various arms and services would also be kept in mind. And we will take everyone along. Nobody is going to be left behind. So there should be no apprehensions on that score that this change is going to harm anyone. And this change has been driven by operational necessity. This change is not for change's sake. This change is not for cutting down on manpower, though that is a consideration in the bigger picture. But the driver for this change was operational necessity. And we will go along with all these changes. As far as the situation in J&K is concerned, we are cognizant that everyone there is doing a tremendous job, day in and day out, under very harsh conditions, be it on the LC or in the hinterland. In this we have the full support of the people. They have been very cooperative and they don't really have a harsh word to say about the army. We are also Grateful to the local administration and the J&K police who have also been supporting us, as also the governments of the day. In doing our duties, sometimes there are instances, it is a judgment call which is to be taken on the spur of the moment, and the judgment calls by the commander on the ground have to be respected. But I would like to say that in all the complaints that have been filed, all of them on investigation have proved to be unfounded. And that goes to show that our standard of training is extremely high, and whatever the men are doing in these harsh conditions are more than what is expected of them.